I flipped out on my son's school after they lied to him about donation prizes. My kid's in 4th grade and his school is doing this weird half-open thing where they only go in on Mondays. The rest of the week he's just home with me doing whatever. And I'm not talking about actual virtual school either. No Zoom calls, no teacher checking in, nothing. They send home worksheets and the next Monday the teacher just asks if they did them. That's it. You say yes, you get participation points. You don't even turn the work in. It's the dumbest system I've ever seen and I have no idea how these kids are learning anything. But every single Monday without fail, we get a new flyer begging for donations. It's always something. Last week they sent home this donation drive flyer that said if you email 20 people asking for donations, you get prizes. The more people who actually donate using your kid's name, the bigger the prize. My son saw the headphones on there and completely lost it. He wanted those headphones so bad. Here's the thing though, nowhere on that flyer did it say how many donations you needed for the headphones. Just showed the prizes and said email 20 people. So I called the school office to ask. The secretary told me 12 donations would get him the headphones. 12. I wrote it down and everything because I wanted to make sure. I sent out all 20 emails to family and friends. I felt annoying as hell doing it, but my kid was so excited. 14 people ended up donating. 14. More than the 12 we needed. My son was bouncing off the walls all week talking about his new headphones. He kept asking me when we'd pick them up and I kept telling him Monday. Monday comes and we walk into the school. There's a table set up with prizes and a couple teachers standing there with clipboards. We get to the front and give them my son's name and ID number. The teacher looks at her list and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, but he doesn't qualify for any prizes." My son's face just drops. I'm confused, so I ask what she means. She says in order to be eligible for prizes, you needed 20 donations first. The prizes started counting after you hit 20. So if you wanted the headphones, you needed 12 donations on top of the first 20. 32 total. I looked around and almost every kid was walking out empty-handed. Parents were mad, kids were crying. My son just stood there staring at the ground trying not to cry in front of everyone. I told him to go wait outside with his dad. Once they were gone, I pulled the teacher and the principal over to the side. I told them straight up that what they did was messed up. You got these kids excited about prizes, had them beg their families for money, and then pulled the rug out from under them. These are 9 and 10-year-olds. You just taught them that trying hard means nothing, and that adults will lie to their faces. The principal tried to cut me off, but I wasn't done. I told them the secretary specifically said 12 donations for the headphones, not 32. 12. I called and asked before we did anything. They both just gave me this look like I was being difficult, and the principal goes, "I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is just how things are right now due to COVID." That made me even more mad. I said, "So, lying to students is okay because of COVID? Crushing their spirits is fine because of COVID? You're only open 1 day a week. You don't do virtual learning the other 4 days like every other school in the area, but you have time to ask for donations every single week? That makes sense to you?" The teacher looked uncomfortable but didn't say anything. The principal just stared at me, so I turned around and walked out. My son cried in the car on the way home. He kept saying he did everything right and I didn't know what to tell him because he did. He did exactly what they asked. My husband said I was being a Karen, that I should have just let it go because life isn't fair and our son needs to learn that. He said I made us look like those helicopter parents who freak out over everything and now the school probably hates us. I didn't care. I was still mad about it 2 days later. Then yesterday a package shows up. It's addressed to my son. Inside are the headphones and a note from the superintendent. The note said, "I'm very sorry for the actions of the school system and the confusion formed around the donation drive. We are trying to work with the families, not turn them away. Please accept this as an apology." My son ran around the house screaming when he opened it. He's been wearing those headphones non-stop since yesterday, even though they're not charged yet. He just likes having them on his head.